Montana, I'm Pelican fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them, and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
He's going to air one out. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Yeah. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Again, it's Harris on second down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The Patriots at 6-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time. But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions. Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum. They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie. Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal. From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands. Second down and inches. Open man is Waddle, complete. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Edwards now on 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. They're going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 4. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. They complete it to Hill. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And this time he is in. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain. That lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check it back, check it back. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hatchet.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's swung out to Mostert. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. That's caught by Howard. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll look to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
running the counter with Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second down, here's Mostert again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In motion right is Wilson. Back to throw now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Back to throw. Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's James Washington. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. He's back to throw. Pass complete to Edwards. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. O.J. Howard, 44 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Jones. Pass complete to Harris. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jones. And he gets this to Thornton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Jones. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Jones. This is caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.